He did the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
He did the mash.
Happy Halloween, everyone. So if you're wondering why I'm in a fucking suit, well, it's my Halloween costume. I made a thumbnail a while back on my gaming channel, which is basically a Michael Myers in a suit. So I thought, wow, that is the most creative and least creative costume idea I could have ever come up with. And I like myself for that. Anyway, today I'm joined by my co-host Luis Guzman. Say hello, Luis. Don't mind him, he's just a tiny bit shy. So it's currently the Halloween season, which means it's the spookiest time of the year, yet the only scary thing on this channel is the upload schedule. People around this time usually like to watch horror movies, including myself, because there are the good ones, there are the bad ones, and of course, there's this movie, Axum. So Axum is the worst rated horror movie of all time, especially on IMDb. So today, to get us into that Halloween spirit... Oh no, I hit my YouTube plaque. We're gonna find out why Axum is the best, worst horror movie there is. So this movie starts up with a little backstory. It reads, on a cold winter night in 1990, Mr. Mason, a mean, cruel townsman, left his job for home. After arriving home, he took a shotgun and killed his wife and kids. Then this mean man killed himself. 2 seconds in and I'm already feeling it, lads. Legend has it he will return in 13 years to revenge his family death. You know, apart from the really bad grammar, solid backstory, 10 out of 10. So then we get introduced to our main characters. I actually have no idea what any of their names are, simply because you can't hear a fucking thing. The background audio is louder than the main characters speaking. You can't understand them. Fucking what? Could you just imagine the cameraman being all like... This is the whole movie, by the way. The only things I could make out was that this character wants all his friends to hang out at his grandpa's house or something. This is simply because the only two words I heard were grandpa and house. They could have been talking about up for all I knew. Also, this same scene just fades away mid-sentence.
Look, alright, look. Just bring some of your...
Just why? So then we get our first look of our killer, Axum. Or should I say, Hatchet, it's a fucking hatchet, not an axe. Anyway, we see him entering the grandpa's house, and in this scene, Axum is right behind the grandpa, about to attack. But then it cuts here, and he's just not behind him anymore? The man literally spends 5 minutes building a whole gun, and then he finally attacks. Where is the fucking continuity?
Oh, shit.
So it fades away and we finally get the opening titles, which is just a bunch of dance battles and yo mama jokes.
Your mother's so fat, her shadow weighed 40 pounds. Your mother's so dumb, she studied all night for a blood test. Your mother's so dumb, she was in a shootout, got stabbed.
This is apparently very integral to the movie because this whole thing goes for 5 minutes and 20 seconds. I counted! Usually when a scene goes for this long, you learn a lot of things about the movie. But the only thing I learnt is that this is a Michael Mifune film. Just like how this video is an It's Demi film. On will also know the names of these two DJs who we will never see again, by the way.
DJ, double cut master, slice them up, dice them up. OG, my man, so nice, J Nice, and the other one, DJ Pope.
Moving forward, we probably meet the only two characters that have somewhat of a character arc, and this is their whole scene in the movie. They're never seen again. Their whole purpose is to tell the audience how tall the killer is and how he's nearby. And then they just run off while the director says cut.
Go kick his ass and give me some of that. You better back up, you big 6'9" motherfucker. You coming? Cut.
The next couple of scenes are a bit hard to watch and uncomprehendable because nothing actually happens except multiple characters speaking at the same time. They also play really loud background music, and again, you can't hear any of the characters because of the music. And they constantly, and I repeat, constantly, always fade away mid-sentence.
The right? Yo, Yolanda. Girl, I tell you.
What kind of film fucking does that? Like, seriously, what kind of person would actually fade away mid-sentence? The only good part that I could somewhat pick out was this weird flashback scene that they just shoved right in there. It's supposed to give the movie more context, but it just does the opposite because there's no dialogue. are 25 minutes into a 1-hour movie and I still don't know what is going on. Anyway, we meet these new characters again, but it's okay because we'll be seeing more of them who I actually kind of like because I can actually understand them and they can act. Oh, and apparently this guy is called Breakfast.
Sarah, you stay here. We will be right back. Breakfast, you come with me.
So yeah, their car breaks down and they want to go find help. Now this scene actually reeled me into the movie because it's somewhat of a normal scene, but then for some reason it just cuts to an awkward sex scene? Like, what? We cut back to the characters we actually care about, and this is when Breakfast just saves the entire movie. He says a line that when I watched it, I just pissed myself. They find what I believe is Axum's house, and Breakfast is obviously scared, but his friend isn't, so he just says this.
Let's go see what it was. Just like white people, man. I always got to fucking investigate. Fuck that. What are you supposed to be, fucking Inspector Gadget?
Oh, then he just dips. What a legend. So Breakfast's friend spends yet another 5 minutes of this movie's time searching the house only to get killed by Axum in the end. Now this was supposed to be an intense moment, but I was genuinely on my phone for most of it. The payoff wasn't even that good.
Bruh.
Oh, and there's another sex scene too, but don't worry, this one isn't awkward. It's just, I'm just gonna describe it as the best sex scene I've ever seen in my life, and simply because of this one-liner.
Get a piece of the rock.
Get a piece of the rock. Oh my god, I'm saying that next time I'm in bed. These next parts are probably one of the most chaotic scenes of this whole entire movie. I'll try and break everything down because it was extremely hard to understand what was going on. So the scene starts off with the director saying action. Then, while they're talking over each other at dinner, they hear a scream, and everyone runs out except for this one guy that keeps eating. So the two people that were having sex before enter the house and the guy is injured. Then for some other reason, Breakfast's friend falls through the door, even though he died in a completely different house not too long ago. So they all Scooby-Doo run outside and see Axum just, you know, just casually fixing his car. Now I'm gonna let the rest of the scene play out so you can experience it for yourself, but this actually happened, and I didn't edit any of this. Yep. This is an actual movie. Not only did the movie use 2 takes of the exact same reaction, this guy fully looks at the camera like he's having fun. Then this guy wants to fight Axum, but instead of fighting, he looks like he's doing a bloody Fortnite dance. Then Axum shows up, this guy hits him, he managed to escape, and for some reason, they decided to use a weird time warp visual effect. So then Axum breaks in, he chops this guy in the arm with the machete, he growls at the camera, and finally the scene ends and I can take a breather. Fuck me. The rest of the movie is just Axum killing people in different ways or weird shit happening, so here are some of the highlights for you. The glasses kill. Woman tripping over nothing.
Ian! Ow! Ow!
Same take of a woman running played twice. And my personal favorite, man wielding an invisible gun. Okay, I'm actually starting to like this movie. And in the epic grand finale, the main characters lure Axum to a house and stab him with a pitchfork and beat him up. Ooh. But here's the best part. He's still alive, meaning there's a possibility for a sequel. Axum 2, Revenge of Breakfast. And that's it. That's the whole film. Anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching. Hope you have a good Halloween and, wait, where's my Michael Myers mask? Action. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Bruh.
Okay, that was fucking cringe. I'm never doing that shit again.
He did the mash.
He did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard
He
smash.
did the mash.